Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, fly away. Okay, hello friends out there in YouTube land. Here's some beef neck bones. They didn't have any pork neck bones, but I probably could have asked the butcher or called ahead of time. So what happened was I found these organic ramen noodles in the clearance section for like $1.09, and then I got inspired, like, hey, I'm gonna make some ramen noodle soup. So got some beef neck bones going in. This pack of 4 was like $2.80. Yeah, I could have got some pork ribs or something else with bones in it, but this is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna saute these on each side, salt and pepper, and I got vegetable broth. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the broth here in a minute. Okay, so I'm simmering this down on low heat. I put a little white pepper on there because I'm making soup. I didn't want to use black pepper in this case. A little bit of salt. And I'm simmering this in toasted sesame oil. And I put a little, it's really strong flavor and smell. So I put a little bit of avocado oil with it as well. Okay, so it's at the phase where they're kind of sticking to the bottom. So I've already simmered that one side. Time to turn them over. Simmer the other side. See that? Yeah, maybe I'm making a mistake. Maybe I really should have got pork, but I think this will be okay. I'm going to do it with vegetable broth. Yeah, that one's sticking. There we go. Oh my god, goodness. Okay, so gotta turn this over. I'm gonna use vegetable broth. It's kind of my base here. And the internet says you need to simmer beef bones like 12 to 24 hours. Well, I ain't doing that. So, but I'll run it a few hours here. Okay, and I'm going to put some ginger and some garlic cloves in here. I'll put a small amount of rice vinegar, and the vinegar should help break down the collagen in the bones a little bit, bring out some flavor, really make it pop. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I put some ginger in here. You can see I just cut it loosely. Put some garlic cloves in here, like that. Ginger, garlic, and I better go ahead and get the broth in this because the garlic's starting to get kind of dark. So got some vegetable broth here. Go ahead and start this. I'm not worried about the clumpy ginger and garlic because I'm making soup. Doesn't matter. Oh, what the heck, man. Let's go ahead and do the whole thing. And I'm going to add a little rice wine vinegar to this. Just let this simmer down now for, I don't know, about an hour or so on low. And while it's going, I'm going to work on the vegetables and the ramen noodles. Okay, so sauteing down these matchstick carrots. That's about all I want. Don't want them cooked all the way because I'm going to put them in the soup like this, kind of half cooked. There's still a little bit of crunch to them, so I turn that heat off. Got sesame oil in there, salted. This broth here I went ahead and added a little bit of celery to it, which I wouldn't normally do in an Asian stew or Asian soup, but I had it and thought, man, might as well use it. So I put that in. I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. Got probably enough flavor in that. So you can kind of see the collagen sort of coming out already. Like I said, the internet said to do it like 12 to 24 hours, but I ain't gonna do that. We'll probably skim off some of this stuff off the top, but put a little rice vinegar in there, very small amount of soy sauce. This is smelling real good. So, okay. I'm going to do all the vegetables. Okay, well, I don't know if you can see this, but this broth just coming along nicely, and I've been keeping it mostly covered, but trying to decide. I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of water to this. I don't know if that's a mistake. Maybe, maybe not. So I wanted to get shiitake mushrooms because this is an Asian style soup, ramen soup. The store didn't have shiitakes. They had some other things. Probably could have got shiitakes in the frozen food section. So I got these baby bellas. They were inexpensive. And for presentation, I think the soup, the ramens will look better if they're whole like this. So I got them going here in some of the toasted sesame oil, and I'm going to put a little salt on these as they continue to sweat down. I'll mostly cook the baby bellas, because then when you add them to the soup, you do want them already cooked. I just kind of par cooked, or 3/4 of the way cooked, the carrot sticks. So anyway, just gotta cook all the vegetables kind of separate and then put them on a plate. Okay, so I know you can see a little bit of this. I took like the middle of the zucchini and went ahead and put it in there to add some flavor to the broth. This is the second time I flipped these, so I did the backside or the top, flipped them, open face, salted them, and now I've flipped them again just to finish these mushrooms. Oh, you flipped over on me, buddy. How dare you do that? So they're pretty much almost done, and I am pretty much cooking these baby bellas mostly done, because then when they're added to the ramens at the end, ramen soup, you want them to be cooked. So again, I would have used shiitakes or some Asian mushroom, but I just didn't find what I was looking for today. So okay, so I wanted to show you this. I kind of cut out the middle part of the zucchini and put it in the stew, and this is kind of what you would do for like a bibimbap. You want this green zucchini skin for the color. I'm just going to saute this about halfway. You don't want it to be too soft. So let me show you what I'm doing already here. Got the carrots, mushrooms ready to go in the soup with ramen. Got some green onion ready to go in there. I'm going to do the zucchini. I'm going to do some spinach with garlic. And yeah, this would be like a bibimbap, but I'm making ramen soup. Okay, so this zucchini is like par sauteed here. So it's not too soft, it's not too hard. I went ahead and turned the heat off, and I'll take this off, and then this will be added to the soup like that. Okay, so I got this spinach started. I put some got avocado oil down there, not sesame oil, and put a chopped up clove of garlic in that, and put some salt on it. The goal is just to kind of cook this down, sweat it down on low. Again, this would be the type of thing you'd make with Bi-Bim-Bop, but I'm making it in my ramen noodle soup today. I've added more water to the broth solution, which when I serve this, I will filter it through a strainer. And I wish I would have gotten pork neck bones, but I didn't have any. So you see what happens with the spinach. Of course, it cooks down. So again, I want this to stay green. So you don't want to overcook it, but you want it to sweat down to where it's cooked. So you can add that to a soup. Okay? Your ramen noodles. Okay, friends, so this is a bowl served up. I'm going to use chopsticks here. So you got this here. Served it up here with some ramens. Got the mushrooms in there, the hot broth. This is kind of like you would make Bi-Bim-Bop, Korean Bi-Bim-Bop with rice, but I decided to make it with these ramens. I took some of that rotisserie chicken, there's a thigh and leg, put it in there, put in that broth. So I'm going to give this a try here. Wow, that is fantastic. You would normally serve this with half of a boiled egg, which I'm not going to do that at this time, although it would look pretty. But I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this delicious meal.